comes to us from San Diego. Everyone please welcome to the stage, Jax Reinagle!
Thank you, I deserve that. I drive an electric car, so it's like, yay much better than y'all. But for the environment, I mean. I picked up Y'all when I was living in Texas, and I like it because it's gender inclusive, which isn't that what you think of when you picture Texas? I also used to live in Colorado, but between the people, the weather, and the drugs, it was just way too much whiteness. Between being a Navy brat and a veteran, I've moved around a lot over the years. When I was young, my dad told me the best part about moving was the opportunity to reinvent myself. That was about 23 moves ago, and I'm starting to run out of personalities. Moving is rough, but I'm finally roommate free, so it's okay, I'm excited for me. My favorite things about living alone are doing all the chores the right way, working out naked, and not having to hide my drugs. It's a win-win. Win. Speaking of, I was supposed to be in Puerto Vallarta this weekend, but I forgot I bought tickets. Apparently Jaime planned a little getaway without telling Sober Me, which kind of makes sense because Sober Me has never been to Puerto Vallarta. I'm turning 33 this year, but it doesn't feel real, thank you, because my face still gets carded at R-rated movies, so that's fun. But having a baby face is kind of a mixed blessing, because when salespeople come to the door and ask if my parents are home, I just say no. And also, I don't look too old to still be relevant in the gay community, so that's nice. But it is awkward when I attract guys who are into like that barely legal thing, or high school girls who think I'm their age. I really hate to disappoint, but I'm plenty legal and I already have a date to prom. So. I'm a technology consultant, and it gets frustrating because I'm pretty sure most of my colleagues think I'm some punk kid fresh out of college. Which is ridiculous because who lands a job with just a degree in gender and LGBT studies? I mean, yeah, I got a whole degree in something that leads nowhere but the end of the rainbow. But that's because I'm transgender and I wanted to study something interesting to me, like myself. I told you I'm a millennial, right? So my degree is basically the participation trophy of higher education. I'm pretty sure all it tells employers is that I'm queer and I can read. Doesn't come with a lot of job offers. My best friend's parents are both corporate lawyers, and when they heard what I was studying, his mom said, "Oh, so your reward will be in heaven." But I don't believe in an afterlife or in getting paid less than I did in the Navy, so I took up coding after I finished my BA in BS. Okay, it's not BS. If I wanted to be like a social worker, work for a nonprofit, but my heart's not big enough to be okay with being broke forever, so. Speaking of being broke, transitioning sure can be expensive. I paid $10K to get my tits chopped off and spent a lot on hormones before insurance finally started to cover it. But in hindsight, it was a pretty smart investment because now I make $1 for every 70 cents I used to get. I didn't transition for the white male privilege, but I do appreciate how much less I have to worry about now than I did before. It felt like there was so much I couldn't do back then, like sit with my legs apart, or walk around without fear, or pull-ups. There's only a few things I can't do now, like call women bitches, or get a straight bartender's attention, volunteer to babysit. There's just one thing that hasn't changed, and that's how much unsolicited advice I get at the gym. It's just, now it starts with, hey buddy, like I'm 14. So, that's fun. I'm Jax Reinagel, and thank you all for being here.
Keep it going for Jax. Your next